Hey everybody, it's spring fling, it's Aryan season, it's all good. Miss Joy, I gotta give y'all the update. We had a lot of nice concerts and a lot of beautiful events going on in the city. New York Knicks, they did their thing. They actually played really good. Our Nets even played really good. New York teams overall, this is the first time that all our teams actually made like the playoffs and whatnot. We have so the Rangers, all of the hockey team, and all of the basketball teams, and so just at large, we're doing pretty good here. So we want to keep that up, and we give a shout out to all of the teams, but particularly for our Knicks that they got in there for us. So we really appreciate that. I went to one of the games when they even won, but it wasn't the playoffs yet. But we gotta keep our fingers crossed for them. But they've been playing exceptional. It's going to be a good team. They're going to be going against Cleveland, I believe, for the playoff, the run-up. Let's wish them luck. But they got a few good plays on Cleveland, too, that we love. So may the best team win. But the Knicks, New York needs a parade now. So that'll be just perfect. We had a lot of concerts. We went to a lot of concerts, too, in fact, we were part of. We saw Let Us See. She was at Radio City. She did a phenomenal job, no question. And just a wonderful, wonderful show at the Carnegie Hall. And then we saw MJ. He did a phenomenal, the group, the play was just extraordinary. I suggest everybody run and go see it. And then, of course, The Lion King, that was excellent, too. Everybody should run and see it. And then we got the play Shakespeare coming up soon that is going to be extremely well presented. Macbeth, please, if you have any time, it's in the city, it's going to be starting soon at the park. Shakespeare's Macbeth at Central Park. New York has a lot of activities, a lot of things to go to, a lot of things to see. Please make it your way. And I can say since April 11th, for the last 3 days, we've been having just perfect summer temperature without the humidity, so it's just been wonderful. This may be the last day of it, and we may go back to normal, but normal is nice too. Today we hit record high 88, yesterday 90, the other day 84, 85. It's just been perfect. And this happens to be the week that all of the children are out of school and having a good time. So places like the museum and Coney Island and Great Adventures, they all, please get out and enjoy. Because the next time we get it, we'll have this heat. It'll be for real heat with humidity. It'll probably be sometime in June and July, which will be a different texture. Because right now it's hot, but it's not burning up. It's very comfortable. It's just really beautiful. It's more like a tropical occasion, you know what I mean? So right now, we're talking about the Symphony, which is on 96th Street. They had just an awesome show. They did a special showcase of Whitney Houston and her things, and they did a special showcase of Shaka Khan. And then they had a variety of all different types of music that started like around 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Unfortunately, the weather was bad, so I only could put in a good like 4 hours. I didn't want to be out in the storm, and the weather got bad and storm. But the dancers, the show was amazing. They reached out. They even had a DJ that kept people dancing. Like when Change the Set, they had a DJ that was there. The young lady was awesome. She was playing house beat. And then they played also the originals, Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin. They had all of these great women on the high post as they should be. So it was just spectacular. They had the young ladies dancing. They had dance shows. They had a variety. It was like a variety show. It was really amazing. Well kept, nice crowd. And actually they did it, and everybody that could show some love showed some love. That was awesome, and that was great. And then, of course, we've also had the tennis matches and the volleyball. And so New York City is, great on entertainment. Great on sports, great on spring break when the youth are out of school, whether it be young school, elementary school, high school, college. We're big on getting away and having a good time. So I'm rather pleased. And the weather has been just awesome. I mean, I can recall some birthdays of mine that went, well, it was 85 and 90 degrees. But this was, with Easter and everything being around, the weather was just really nice. We had a great time. The spiritual aspect of things, too, people getting together and having faith and worshiping the way they choose. You know, everything was wonderful. The same old thing, the world peace project that we have in our hearts all the time. The same old thing to disturb our peace of mind, the gun violence and things like that. We always have to have hope. That's why it's so important to go out, see these games, get out there for the entertainment, go to these shows, support the plays, support Coney Island and Great Adventures and all these things, where if you don't have a family and if you don't have kids, you can feel and you can embrace the children playing and the positive of them having a good time and fun. All of these things in life, this is time that this is considered springtime. This is new life, new opportunities. You know, it's just a variety of so much specialness that, you know, with the trees. Try to also be cautious that because it's been extremely warm and because this is rain season and we haven't really had a lot of rain. If you live in the suburbs, be mindful to water your area, your around your home so that you don't have the you know, brush fires and things that could really catch on and make bad news happen. You don't want to have bad news. We want you to have good news. This way we know that our time could be perfect. That's what we want. We want, as we move into summertime, coming up in June, we really want to keep on with shows. We got a lot of shows coming up soon. We have Janet Jackson coming up a couple of weeks. We have Anita Baker coming up, Babyface, and the score, a lot others. You know, we got, recently he was here, Billy Joel was here about a couple of weeks ago too. So, you know, like I said, New York is the place to be. All year round, you know, winter, spring, summer, or fall, doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. New York is always living. It's always living up to a high standards. You have a lot of locations that you can do. There's the spot, the American Dream, where they have shopping. They have things for everybody. You have rides and mini golf and bowling and all these things. And then they also have excellent outlets for shopping and just things to chill and places to eat. You know, we do all of that. We have on the Village, we have Central Park, we have Fort Tryon Park. We just have, I mean, everything. You know, you can go to Westchester, you can go to Yonkers. New York is the place to be. Because they didn't have, because of course we know Whitney is gone, they had some singers that were, you know, did some beautiful, their way of Whitney Houston songs, but it was also powerful and meaningful. Because as you know, Whitney Houston, she's of our own, well, New Jersey, you know, New Jersey, Newark, and, you know, just the songs, and Shaka Khan, Aryan Woman, the birthday was a few weeks ago, just amazing. And then Just Dance and ballet and the museum. They also had you know, the movies that would have been exceptional. Mario, you know, that's a generation that play games and just, we have a lot of things that's out of the table now. We have a new diversity of Dracula. So, you know, you really should get out. There's no excuse to stay around, sitting around. Get out, get to the movies, get to the theater, get to the ball games. You know, do these things, because remember, life is worth living. I can't express that enough. And if you're adventurous and really like to travel, well, I know of the comedy show that's going to be in North Carolina that's coming up. That's going to be absolutely off the hook. So if you want to go down south and get you some southern cuisine and check out an excellent comedy show, but I haven't been to a comedy show since I went to the one in Houston. But the world is here. Get out. Can't be afraid. I know there's a lot of violence popping up everywhere, but we can't be afraid to live. Be our prayers and bring out the best in ourselves, to be the best that we can be. Be good to others, and go out and enjoy, because life is a song worth singing. Teddy Pendergrass put that out there, I mean, a long time ago, but it stands true today. Then, we got the Aryan individuals. That's time. We got Marvin Gaye, Luther. We got so many, that's gone, but they left us beautiful music. And if we feel like just staying in and just having a little picnic and take our little radio or jukebox, or even on our phone with our plugs, and just hear music. Music is joyous. It makes you feel good. Whatever music you desire, play it, feel good, get out. This is the time that, it's the youth, so make sure you spend special attention to the children and to the kids. Why? Because as always, they're always our future. They're our beginning and they're our end. So as long as we know we're providing them with the right things, the right tools, so that they can do well, and teach them, to be good people and keep them safe, then we're pretty much doing our jobs. I am delighted to know that the kids had a break, and had a break with such beautiful weather. The weather's just beautiful. So on that note, and that note alone, is just perfect. You know what I mean? I did a little excursions. I went to Delaware. Activity is nice there. And then the main thing, the animals, the sanctuary at Great Adventures, the sanctuary with the elephants. And all of these animals are becoming extinct. It's really sad. The lions, the bears, the tigers, the ostriches, the llamas, different types of birds, the dolphins. We got to remember that this world is not just for human beings, but it's for the animals, the mammals that are here also existing. It's terrible to kill human beings, but it's even worse to deprive these and kill out these mammals and these animals that are here too. Because once we kill them out and they're extinct, there's nothing we can do to bring these animals back. So we have to be mindful. And they are so beautiful. They live in their own habitat. They're in an area they're safe. They got the right of way. So as you drive through, if they block the way, the deers or the bisons or whatever, you have to be mindful that they're just living outside. That's their home. And we have to give them the respect that they deserve. Like, no need to go and to kill them all up, to hang them up on a wall. It's not that type of society now where we had to kill them so they wouldn't kill us. Because, with technology and buildings and everything, they're no danger to us. We can let them be. We can stop worrying about killing them and bothering them. We need to let them multiply, because we need them on this earth. We really do. And all of us that have this superior idea that, the world is only for me and about me, kill anything or do whatever I want. That's not the right way. It's not the way. That's not the way that it goes. We have to be mindful of the other creatures and the other people that are here. Please be mindful, because the kangaroos, people are killing them just to use their skin. Isn't that terrible? Now with all the new technology, we already know the animals don't keep us as warm as the artificial materials that man will put together. These new coats and everything, they can have warmth in them and everything. So there's no need to kill all the animals. The beautiful tigers, the beautiful lions and their manes. They look so beautiful. They posing, they look like statues. So, you know, we really should let these animals do what they do. And when we're doing that, that doesn't mean we can't take away all of their fuel, all of their food. We can't keep building up everything, and they won't have anywhere to go. They won't have anything to eat. The same in the water. There was a couple of dolphins there, but the dolphins and the whales, they're just becoming extinct. We're just killing them up. It wouldn't hurt for us to not poison their water where they have to live and swim. We don't have to dump trash into the water, into the ocean. If we think about it, how would we feel? People coming in our house and dumping garbage, things of garbage and all kind of garbage in our house. We have somebody that they called for the rats. I mean, we don't want to have the rats running all over. But, you know, here's what we know from the South. Back in the day, there were so many rats, snakes. But when they killed off all the snakes, then the snakes can't kill the rats. There's a harmony and a balance when the animals destroy each other, because they don't overdo it. They just do just enough so that they can eat and that they can survive. They don't just randomly. But because we don't have any snakes, that population, then, you know, we have the chance putting down a whole lot of poison and things like that. And what that will do is kill the people that have their dogs walking out in the street, walk their dogs, and the other animals that, you know, that are. Of course, it's not like the animals aren't that intelligent. The dogs, you put it there for the rats or whatever, but the other animals that are outside, the birds and things like that, they don't know. They usually like to eat certain things. But if they see something and take a taste of it, they'll be killing these animals too. This is really a serious problem that we're going to have around the globe, around the world. Because we always have to leave filth and trash. When these animals can live fine just with the grass and nuts and greenery, we have to provide a balance for ourselves, for others, the animals, the fish, you know, and we also even have to be mindful and careful. I know it's great that we go up to space, but we have to make sure that we're not doing things to unbalance them up there in the universe. And you figure, how will we know? We can only take a lot of pictures and absorb as much information as we can. But if the critical moment for us is that we have to think beyond ourselves and think about the universe. Because I used to notice every time we sent things up to space, we would get torrential rain. I mean, rain. And now we get all of these things. Global warming. What does that mean? That we have attacked the outer atmosphere so much that where everything is coming back at us. Bad causes make bad effects, whether it be here or wherever. We have to keep that in mind. And please, If you want to think about not voting when innocent people are being killed all the time, please think again. Don't wait until something to happen to your family members and then feel a different way. We got enough guns in the world. We don't even have to make any more. We don't have to even make any more weapons. We got enough in the world already. And please, come down to earth. Make life more valuable than weaponaries and guns and the loss of lives. Make life valuable. Make it mean something again. Please. Us saying a whole lot of we're sorries and we're going to pray. Let's always pray. But let's do something about it. Let's take action against it. And I can say, well, I got a right. Well, yeah, I do. But the problem is that the killing and everything is that there's no right way going in and killing the kindergarten kids in school or 9-year-olds. What's right with that? What's right with shooting people in the head? If you're going to take the money, if you're a robber or a thief, just take the money. Then you don't have to kill the people. If that's your goal, well, I want to get the money. You know, you have your mask on, and I say because it's terrible that, I mean, the world is this way. Of course, we shouldn't even have it so where people have to be destitute and go to hard measures just to have something to eat or whatever. But for people that just want to be greedy and just want to take people's things, I mean, don't you feel it in your heart, in your conscience, that that's not right? People have a right to live. The people that have a lot have a right to choose what they want to do with their wealth. But just think about other people for a change. You know what I mean? It's really serious. So I come to you around this time of the season. We're getting ready. This is spring. We're getting into it. We have the hot thing. And I thank you. And I thank the earth for being with us after all of this abuse. We've been abusing it, you know, and abusing our brother, our fellow man for absolutely nothing. Think about it. Use your heart. Figure out what was bestowed and what you learned from the young, and just cut it out, and the world could be better. I want to thank you, and I want to say have a great spring and have a super, super summer. Thank you very much.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Real Self Talk with Sylvia Gina Hunt. And now check out this slideshow of last month's Knicks games against the Denver Nuggets at Madison Square Garden and the concert at the Symphony Space. Enjoy. Thanks for watching this slideshow of last month's Knicks game against the Denver Nuggets at Madison Square Garden and the concert at the Symphony Space. Now check out this Wild Safari slideshow that took place at Six Flags in New Jersey. Enjoy.
Visa.